Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this webinar. Okay, good evening in India. Um, we have kept this webinar to talk about certain things and give you all an update about what's happening in the university. And we'll also be discussing about few other things which you guys can do once you land in Dallas. So let's start with the webinar. Once again, congratulations to each and everybody who have made it. And I say wishes all the best to the students who are still waiting on the decisions for maybe the admit or the visa. At this point, I know there are lots of queries and doubts regarding your travel and your accommodations, but we are here to answer all your queries. Just a brief what I say is we have been running from a lot of years and we help a lot of students with their basic amenities. But this year is not such a usual year, and that is why we have been not been able to do some our usual activities, which I'll just let you know in a while. So this is the team for the year 2020 and 2021. And here is our faculty advisor, Professor Gaurav Shekhar, who also happens to be the program director for MS Business Analytics. So we have two guest speakers today, two officials from BB&T. I guess they're yet to join, but we do have Michael from T-Mobile. These guys will be speaking about how you can set up your bank accounts and your SIM card families. So the topic of discussions for today is our HOLES buddy program, housing options and applications, documents to be carried, and what you need to do pre-arrival, and what you need to do post-arrival. Then what about the TB test, which you guys might be having and hold for? And then Gautam would be speaking about how you can navigate from the airport, and then we'll listen from T-Mobile and BB&T. And afterwards, you can ask whatever questions you have. Before moving on to what holes are, due to this pandemic, the university officials cannot allow any temporary accommodations or pickups at the usual places where we used to hold this. So so the ICP, the intercultural programs, and the Big Howdy, who are the major volunteers, like the Big Howdy is a major volunteer for providing the pickups. This year, the volunteers are still skeptical about opening their houses or maybe traveling with a kid who has have a significant air travel. So that is why they are planning to provide you some welcome kits, which might have sanitizers, masks, gloves, and maybe some chips while you arrive at your location. And the best what we can do, I will just present in a while now. So, what about holes? I've kept this slide because there are certain holes on your account which some of the students are not aware of. And there are three types of hold. International hold is basically your orientation hold, but since this pandemic, the orientation is not so mandatory. I guess that this hold won't be applicable to you. The enrollment hold actually deals with your transcripts and your degree certificates. So make sure you have sent the right degree certificate and the transcripts before coming to college, or even if you have not, you can still come here and have it in an envelope which is degree or university, which is university or your college, stamped, and that you can just submit it, and once you submit it, the hold will get removed. I guess the hold is necessary to get removed to register for classes, but if you want a semester to submit those, you can also request them to clear your hold for this semester, and then you can submit it the next. And general holds include some different holds which can be different for everybody, like maybe sometimes there's a hold for TB test when a false positive comes in, so there's one of the other hold. So there are lots of things which are there, but there's always a workaround. So always talk with the university about how you can work around with your hosts. and then you can set up a meeting with your graduate advisor if you have any thing to talk about your goals. The buddy program, I guess we also introduced this in our last webinar, and this is the program where we assign a senior person from your branch, and to which you can ask whatever questions you have regarding the university in general, whatever you have about Dallas or so anything. So it basically is a buddy or is a friend, and I guess we ran it a couple of times, and there have been various buddies assigned to a lot of incoming students. So if you haven't yet, you know, signed up for this buddy program, you can just go ahead and sign up on this link. And once we have a sufficient entries again, we'll run the program again. So popular housing options. So we as I say recommend you guys to book your accommodations. There have been lots of questions on WhatsApp from many students that how to book an apartment here in Dallas, and it's very easy. It's like you need to have some bunch of documents ready for that, but like visa is not one of the mandatory things when you book an apartment, because you can book your apartment without a visa, but it needs to have an I-20. And here you have to come and apply on particular websites for you to get an lease. And these are some famous locations, like there's an east side and west side, and on the east side you have north side, which is also a part of university, but it's like an off campus on campus type of an apartment. It's quite kind of expensive. And then you have Marquis at Waterview and Pradera, Estates of Richardson, home of Prairie Springs and Prairie Creek as your options as off campus. And here depending upon your your house size, your rent depends. If your house is 2B or if your house is 1B, but depending upon the square feet, there's a different price for anything. Every apartment, it depends upon, like it ranges between 1,300 to 2,000. And on the west side, you have Estates of Frankfurt, Poland, Frankfurt, Ashwood, Palencia, Courtyard at Campbell, and Chatham Court. Here, some are gated, some are non-gated. So make sure you're wherever you're enrolling, you know this thing that it is a gated community or not. So if you have any doubts, you can just reach out to any ISA officer. We have a bunch of people living in like each of these locations, and they can help you out with the application form with whatever prerequisites this apartment need. So don't hesitate to text on the group while you're doing this, or you can just personally message any officer wherever you find an admin sign in the group. So let's move ahead. So this is the housing application basically, and where you have to make an account, like how you have accounts at different social medias. It's similarly they have a portal here where you can pay your rent and see what type of lease you own, and how much days are remaining and everything. It's there. It's a one portal for everything. And once you log in, so once you log in and fill out an application and you get an approved lease, you get a lease like this. Like it's one of the lease which we get here, and it's very long. You have to sign on every page and submit it back. And there are there are things which you need to make sure once you before you move in. So you need to have your electricity sorted on the first before you move in on the first day. And if you want internet on the first day, you need to apply for it also beforehand. And so these things you need to apply separately apart from your lease. And there are various electricity providers which you can opt for, where if they ask for an SSN means social security. It is like an Aadhaar card in India, and you can't get an SSN unless you start working here on campus in the first semester, or maybe doing your CPT in the future semester. So once you have that, you get a lot of different things which come along with that, but at start you can't have that. So make them know that you are an international student and you can't own that, so they'll make changes to your application and then you can move forward with it. So once you have that, you just need to provide the account to your lease manager or lease person which you are communicating, and it will update on your application, and that way you will have electricity right starting from your first day of your apartment. If you don't have that, you might be charged from your apartment authorities, and it would be way higher than what you will be charged by a electricity company. And about the Wi-Fi, there are like two of the Wi-Fi which are famous. One is Spectrum, other is AT&T. They hover around for 55 to 60 dollars per month. And of late, Spectrum has been causing some issues, so people are switching to AT&T. But it's not a major of a difference when both are connected. Maybe AT&T is quite faster, but still, it's way faster than India. And and third thing is also we have to have an a insurance. So rentals insurance is basically you need to have an insurance for if anything break-ins or anything happen at your apartment, you can apply for the reimbursement of those. And there are quite few providers which you can have, like lemon insurance, which costs around 200 to $250 per year, I suppose. And okay, so you need to have your I-20 passport, and if you have a visa stamp, these are the documents that you need to submit for your apartment booking. And you can pay by either by demand draft or by money transfer. And also you can also you can have a money order and just okay. Moving ahead. Uh, you need to carry certain documents with you. I guess we spoke about the documents and the things to carry in our last webinar. If you are you know thinking about what all to carry and what all to not, just go to YouTube and see our previous webinars recording. This slide is it's very important, so I kept it again, that you need to have your travel ticket, your passport with visa stamp, your I-20 letter, your admission letter, mark sheets, degree certificates, and address of the place. If you know where you're going after you land in Dallas, then the contact person, if somebody is there. Copy of your travel insurance is usually provided by the airlines. Copy of your health insurance if you're getting one from India. However, once you come here and you pay your fees, your health insurance is started. And then some medical prescriptions if you need those medicines to get it from here, because you won't get any medicines which are not over the counter without a prescription. And there's some medical certificates if you have some vaccines, if you're necessary, because if you're under 22 you need to have a certificate for meningitis vaccine. And the TB test you can come after give after coming here. And make five it's like basically up to you. You can make as many number of copies and put one set in each check-in bag, so that however if some your baggage gets misplaced, you can have somewhere or the other some documents with you. It happens, like it happened with me also. I was traveling and my cabin bag was put in the check baggage, but when I got done at my layover airport, I was supposed to pick it up, but nobody told me, and that is why my cabin bag went away, got kept at Delhi itself, and I couldn't get it back for 3 days. So I luckily I had my documents in other bag also. So it's always worth to have a different set of documents, and also keep some documents at your home which are self-attested in case your loan provider or somebody needs it. So please make sure that you keep some documents, your copies at your place also. And there are some pre-arrival modules which are online videos and orientation that you guys need not have mandatorily need to watch it, but they are very helpful resources which can get you started with the life in Dallas. So make sure you hop on those videos and see how things actually work here. The system of school is really different. How it is back in India, and you'll need to get time. You'll want time to get adjusted to all these new terminologies and how to navigate across various portals, where to submit an assignment, where to give an exam. With this online setting, the online portal has become a lot important, and you need to get familiar with it as soon as you can. So take use all these resources at your hand. And TB test. So TB test, it's not happening on campus. So here, like, you need to search the nearest CVS pharmacy, which comes under our insurance, which is provided by the university, or whichever insurance you have opted for. And we, as I say, recommend taking universities insurance, because there are lots of criterias if to waive that, and you need to be like have each and everything to waive those. We don't know the exact criteria what is there to waive it off, but more information can be found on these links. We'll share these links at the end of this end of this PPT if you want to just search. But if you just want to go and search, just type UTD TB test. So you'll get the details about where you can get it and what are the locations which you can get it. And if you need any more information, you can just contact health center, and they'll help you with it. And post arrival, uh, I guess, yeah, I'll switch on to Gotham. He can help you with the post arrival and the future slides.
Yes. Hi everyone. Congratulations on your acceptance once again. We are so looking forward to welcoming you on campus here. It's just a pity that because of this COVID, we can't do pickups this year because, like I said, we don't have enough volunteers to do it, and they are skeptical of it up, which is understandable. So instead of that, we are planning to give away welcome kits, which will consist of a lot of important things that would be useful for you when you come here, like snacks and some medical equipment and stuff like that. So we are planning to do that. So since we can't do pickups this year, so we thought of letting you guys know the available transport options right from the airport. So like you see on the slide that Shreyas is sharing, there are two ways in order for you to get from the airport to your apartments. So one is obviously the cabs. You can take cabs with Shreyas next slide. You can take the cabs from the airport to your apartments, and two major cab providers are Uber and Lyft. But please do keep in mind that you won't be able to pay cash from your hand to the for the cabs. So you would have to set up your credit card or your debit card in the app, so that you can pay from there. Most, at least 99% of the taxi drivers won't take, or say you can't even book a cab without having done the payment earlier through your card or your debit or credit card. So that's one, and it will cost you around $60 to $70 because it's close to 32 miles from the airport. Take probably 40 to 45 minutes in order to get to the apartments, which I'm talking about is on the east side, probably Pearl or Ashwood or Estates, and all these apartments on the west. It probably takes around 40 to 45 minutes from the airport. And it is expensive. It's at $65 to $70. And if you people, maybe 3 or 4 people are coming at the same time, the same rate, you can actually take that. It's totally up to your discretion, but if you still think that you don't want to spend that much for a cab, then the other option is to take a dark rail system. And and coming back to the cash that you can have in hand, as far as we know, you can have $3,000 in your hand, but we do not recommend that. Please do carry forex card. You can use in major appliances or major shopping here in the US, but it's not all. But yeah, at least 90% of the shopping that you do here will end up forex cards. So please carry it in a cart, and you can have approximately $500 to $600 in your hand, because you don't need to have actual cash in your hand. It's better if you have it in a card. You can use those money in the Forex card in order to transfer it to your bank account when you get here. So when you get here, like Shreya said, I think very soon you will have the people from T-Mobile and from BB&T Bank, who will tell you how to open the bank account and how to get a SIM card. So which will be very necessary when you land over there. So the other option is to take the dart rail system, which is very predominant here in Dallas. So like as Shreyas has shown in this slide, uh, I've shown you the map, which is in the far right corner, what route you would be taking to travel from the airport to the apartments. Yes, of course, it would take a considerable amount of time, which is close to 2 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes. But if you want to save money, you have to take the longer route. So you have to take the orange line train from the airport to downtown, which is Akkad station or Park station, anywhere there. And so the one thing is, anyone in the airports will be very willing to help you out, and you just need to know that you need to take the orange train. And I think the DART system will be in terminal A or B in the airport, and you can take free shuttles from the terminal that you get off. Most probably, you'll get off in terminal B, if I'm not wrong, because that's where most international, 90% of international travels from Asia come and land. So you have to move from terminal D to terminal A, which will take you directly to the DART rail system station. And there you have one of these ticketing machines, which is the center of the screen. One of these ticketing machines will help you get a ticket. It's very easy. You just need to have dollars in your hand, and like Vishweswar has told in the chat, it's going to be $3 for half a day, and it's going to be $6 for the complete day. You can use any DART bus or any DART train for the entire day. And let me remind you, the $3 for half a day is 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. and not the 12 hours from the time you pick your ticket. It is always from 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. So even if you take a ticket from 11:59 a.m., it gets null and void with 12 p.m. So make sure if you're after 12 p.m., you can take the other $3 ticket. But if you are taking something at 10 a.m., it's better to take the ticket for $6, which you can travel with any bus or any train um, for the entire day. And so the first picture that I've attached here on the far left is the station, which is called City Line / Bush Station. So ultimately, you have to reach here, which I've shown in the map with the red line. The red train takes you, and you just have to get off at City Line / Bush Station, from where you will see our university bus, which is on the top right corner. This university bus is our university shuttle bus is called 883, DART 883. So this station, Bush Station, which you can see on the far left below, just have to get off here, and you have to move to your left on the image, and you will go. You just move probably like a quarter kilometer, or probably 250 meters on the left. If you walk, you will see that station, and it will show you a board saying 883. For every half an hour, a bus comes there, probably in 0 and 30 minutes of every hour. You will have a bus standing there, and that will take you directly to the university. And we have 3 bus services. One is to the east side, like Shrey has mentioned, all the apartments on the east side. That bus will have its tag in green color. It will say City Line / Bush Station on the side of the bus, on the side that you can see directly on the screen. It will be shown in green color. And there are 2 other colors, which is yellow, and the other color is, if I'm not wrong, I think it's violet. So the yellow one, it takes you to apartments like on Frankfurt, which are Pearl on Frankfurt and Estates on Frankfurt and Valencia. And the other bus goes through Ashwood, Chatham, Courtyards at Campbell, and all those stuff. But both those buses at the moment, before college starts, are taking the same route, and it will be available once in 12 minutes from the university. So if you get on that, you get off directly at your apartment. I know this is way too long, and you would feel stressed out when you get off the plane. But if you do want to save some dollars, this is the way that you do it. We just wanted to give you an alternate option so that you don't end up spending money with your cabs. So this is the longer route, but this is the route which will get you to your apartments in a very, very small amount. So if you want to travel that, make sure you follow all the guidelines. You have to have a mask and all those normal guidelines that you have in the US for during times of COVID. So, and you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to get scared about anything. Just be careful. I would say that nothing would happen, but it might happen. So we're not trying to scare you or anything. Just giving you the shortest route possible, and it is safe. You would have the cops running over and ticket checking happening in the data system. You don't have to worry about anything. You just need to have a ticket in hand when they come to check your ticket. Just show your tickets. That's it. You don't have to worry about anything. And like our train systems, there's nothing called as first class or second class. It's just all the same. You can get on any compartment that you wish to. Just be sure that certain compartment might be for the disabled people. I'm not very sure, but I don't think it is that case. So you can get on any compartment in the data. So that is one that you wanted to know, that you will be getting off directly at your apartments, and please make sure you know your apartment working times.
Let me mute it. Let me mute. Gautam, you can unmute. Gautam, you need to unmute.
So you can get your apartments directly now, and when you land at your apartments, please make sure that you know their working times. Most apartments work from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. or so, because you need to get your keys, and they won't budge after the time that they close or that before the time that they open. So please make sure you land and you know the times that you are going to get into the apartment in order to get the keys. And each apartment has their own rules and regulations, because in Perth you can walk directly to their counter to get the keys. But in estates, I recently knew that you have to stay outside the leasing office, and they would come and hand over the keys to you. So please mail them. Please get to know what the conditions are for you to get the keys. And like Shreya said, please don't forget to take a printout of your rental insurance and your electricity provider. It is very, very important. Please make sure you do that, because without that, you won't be getting it. And like Shreya said, if you forget to lose your electricity providers, the apartment will impose I don't think it's a fine, but you will be charged a larger amount of money for the electricity until you get your own electricity provider. And there are loads of electricity providers with loads of plans. So you just have to probably just Google what electricity providers are there for that respective address, and they give you lots of options to choose from. So it is your ultimate priority to choose whatever plan you intend to use. So please do have your rental insurance and your electricity providers when you move it. As apart from lemon insurance, the other insurance is called erentalplan.com. When you go there, you would have a lot of options to choose your e-rental plan. So as far as I know, Shreya said in Ashwood, they don't ask for that on the day that you move in. But in Pearl and Estates, you have to show that before you get the key. And please make sure you take a printout of it, because you don't have to, you don't want to go stand there and then think it's a soft copy and send you a mail. Please don't do that. And repeatedly, we're saying this again and again. Like Shreyas, it might happen to you. Your baggage might get mixed up. So please have a copy of everything in your hands, in your luggage. Please don't take a chance. Because during this fluctuating times, in this political situation, we don't want any students taking a chance of anything that they think that might not be successful. Please have all your documents. And one more thing is, for all the, so in India, we do a lot of vaccinations when we were born or when we were at our young age. So if you get a chance to meet your doctor, your family doctor, please get all the vaccinations in one document and get it attested by your doctor, if it's possible at this time. Usually I did that, but check, but just make sure you just do that to have it safe and sound. And yeah, coming back to the stuff, you will get your SSN only after you get a part-time job, or you say next thing.
Sorry.
Yeah. So this kit, yeah, as Nancy has told you about the kit that we will be handing over when you get your apartments. We have prepared a Google form and we will be circulating it after this webinar is done. So on after the webinar is done, and I'm just going to read that out. This kit will be delivered and will be delivered to the students to the apartments that they move in after you reach your apartments. So we don't actually know whether you would be taking a cab or whether you would be taking the dart train in order to reach your apartment. So we just take cautionary precautions to deliver the welcome kit after you reach your apartment, and all your details will be taken with that form that we circulate out. So please just take some time to read that form once or twice, because we have put it clearly in the description as well as the description above each question on how to enter your details in the form, because all your details will go through an automated system. We will not touch any of your data. So if you don't enter it as per the format, we would have to contact you again and ask you when you're in the mood of packing up stuff and getting all your details sorted out back in India. You don't want to be spending time figuring what you have to do. So please go through the description and each of the fields in that form, and then according to that, fill out your form as exactly asked in the description, because we don't want to access your data. We don't want to know what's in the data. This goes through an automated system. So please make sure you access, you get to know what the form is asking you for each particular question, and exactly please do enter your details. Don't make any mistake in the form. And when we get all those data, since we can't do pick up this year, we just hope you get to your apartment safe and sound, and this welcome kit will will reach your apartment. You don't have to worry about that. Then, like Shreya said, our ISA officers are in at least 90% of the apartments which we showed you on the slide. So you are welcome to reach out to any of us after you land, after you get your apartments, or even after you land. So we have mentioned a form, question in the form asking if you have an valid international number. So if you do have that, you can provide that, and then you can contact us through that number when you land. Any questions you might have, you can contact all the ISA officers, and if they are free at that moment, they will help you out. And we are planning to have ISA officers for time slots which you can contact. So we will be releasing the time slot soon after we figure out which ISA officer. Is done, we will circulate that time slot so that some for sure an ISA officer will be available to sort you out after you land. And yeah, it's pretty much it. When you reach your apartments, we will let you know which ISA officer stays in which apartment numbers at your respective locations, so that if they are okay with it, you can walk up to them and have a fairly good chat, or what you need to do after that. Then you need to sort your grocery stuff out and a lot of stuff like that. So after you get your apartments, we will be waiting to see you, and we hope that you have a uh, safe flight onto Dallas, and we'll be waiting to see you. Yeah, thanks, Dennis.
Yeah, thanks, Gautam. So we are having two guest speakers today. Is Mike there on the call, Mike?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay, great. Well, my name's Mike Zulek with T-Mobile. Unfortunately, my partner, the actual manager of the store that's going to be in attendance, couldn't make it this morning, but I wanted to get on and just welcome all the students that are going to be coming. I know that we're expecting a good number of students this year, and from T-Mobile, we've been involved in the past and being part of the welcome wagon, if you will, for you to come to Dallas and help you get your SIM card and therefore get your ticket count and so forth. So we will be sending out a protocol, a list of the short number of documents that we will need in order to get you up and running. It won't be anything that you aren't expecting. We make it fairly simple and fairly easy and fairly quickly. And we'll have our event teams and possibly one of our event trucks out there on most of the days for the rest of the students that do come in. And I think we're going to be setting up in Chatham Apartments. I've been working with Hardsheet, and basically I'm going to be setting up the event, the schedule, as your flights come in and so forth. So as we get a better idea of the schedule of when your arrivals are, and then we can meet you at the Chatham Apartments.
Michael, your voice is breaking. I guess
That
something with your microphone.
we have
It's a bit distorted still.
any better?
Yeah, it's perfect now.
Okay. And so what I was saying is that we're just very happy to be able to welcome you. I'll be setting up the event to have our teams in place according to the schedule we work out with Harshit in order to get your SIM cards activated so that you can get your checking accounts situated and get up fully functional and running. We'll have some inventory on supply, but our experience in the past has been that many of you do bring your own GSM phones, which is fine. And so we believe that this is just a great partnership that we are hoping to expand into 2021 with you and the future students as well. And we're just excited to be able to be part of the teams that greet you. And so probably we'll see some of them. But until then, just welcome. And if you have any questions, just filter them up through Harshit, and we will be able to address any of those questions as we send out the instructional sheet that we'll be sending you. It's fairly simple. We don't need much in order to get you up and running.
Yeah. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael, for letting us know about how our students can get their SIM card. So, as you heard from Michael, he's going to set up an event, and we are in talks with apartment complex which is Chatham Courts, which usually give out a space to hold such events, wherein we'll figure out the days where there is a maximum traffic, so that majority of the students can get their mobile SIM cards done right away. And depending upon the forms you fill, we'll figure out when to have those events. So make sure you fill the form as soon as you get it. So I guess, yeah, apart from this, Mike, do you have anything else?
No, that's about it. It's fairly simple.
Yeah. So we are also expecting messages from BB&T. I'm not sure if they're here. Ankit or May, if you're there, can you just let us know? Okay, maybe they might have missed out on our today's webinar, but we did have a call with them last week, and they are very eager to help you with your online banking and your offline banking. So what are they planning is they are uh, they are they are willing to provide you, online accounts sitting at your home. You just need to send out copies via emails for visas, for your passport, for your I-20. And once they see that, they'll give you an online application to fill, which you need to revert back on that email or on their website. And the only criteria is that you need a working US SIM card. And that is what you will get it from Michael from T-Mobile. And they will help you set up your, and here how the SIM card works is basically you need to have a family of 4 and 5, where there's a consolidated billing for each and everybody, for each and everybody into one. So you don't need to pay for individual SIM cards. There are some SIM cards which do that, but the primary major are T-Mobile and Sprint. And T-Mobile, you like it will cost around $100 for four SIM cards, and with tax it comes around $28 around for every per month. So once you have that, you can set up your bank accounts with BB&T. We'll send out instructions after we'll hear from them. I guess they might have ran into something really important this morning, or maybe they just missed out on our webinar. So we'll get in touch with them, and we'll make sure what all documents are needed for you guys to set up your bank accounts. So if they're not here, any questions which you guys can have, just feel free to put it in the chat. We'll do our best to answer those. So all the links which we discussed in this today's webinar, I'll just be putting those uh, in it. So this one is for the buddy program. If somebody is still awaiting to fill out this form, please go ahead and fill it. This is the buddy program, and then okay. Okay, so Anurag, you don't get two SIM cards here. The minimum is four SIM cards, and you need to take it like when you're going to take a family, you can always take four SIM cards with you, and you can just put out in the group that you have two more SIM cards. If anybody wants, they can just get it. They are pre-activated. You just need to give out the SIM card, and the payment actually starts for four people. So since you guys are coming together, like most of the people, you can opt for two or more SIM cards, and then you can just give out the other SIM card, because there would be a lot of students looking forward to have a SIM card as soon as they get it. Um, Okay, do we have any in-person events? Lokeshani, we still don't have any permissions to carry out events on campus itself. So we do have our a trademark event, or our year round only a big event called Sangam in the month of March. But with the present situations, I guess it won't be I guess it won't be feasible, or maybe not advisable to have a event which includes a lot of people. So maybe we might not have it this year. But if we indeed get maybe a vaccine or something in like a month or two, by the month of March, maybe if the university allows university events, then we'll have some. Uh, so the SIM cards are prepaid or postpaid. The SIM cards usually here are prepaid. You just need to recharge. Like one person can do it, and the rest can share the billing. And everybody will have their ID and password, but it's always advisable to have a single person take care of that, because more people log in into the system, it causes a lot of issues. So have one person there. Um, Regarding the DART bus route, it is possible. Yeah, it is possible to travel in the bus with two suitcases. Mm. How to get renters insurance, and do I need to submit it before I move in? Yes, you need to submit it before you move in. Like you can get it on you can get it online. You'll get a form which states that you have a rental agreement, insurance. Sorry, and you can forward that to your university housing, and you just do it before moving, because that's how they. It's a mandatory thing wherever it is. When I moved in, it was not there in Ashwoods, but I guess they have started here as well. I'm not quite sure, but please check with them whatever they need to, whatever they want before you move in. The other things are electricity and Wi-Fi is just optional. It is not necessary to have it on the first day. You can take it later also, but more sooner the better for you. And what else is there? Okay, for Paul, so basically electricity is just like pay as you go service. You just pay for how much you use, and you need to pick out a plan. So basically there would be lots of options on the website. Let's say the electricity provider I use, they are like 9.2 cents per kilowatt. So depending upon your usage, and it is up till certain limit. So up till 1000 kilowatts, it will charge you 9.2 or 9.3 kilowatts as per the plan. And once it goes beyond that, there would be a higher charge. Or there are electricity providers which provide 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. of free electricity. But their electricity for the rest of the hours are maybe not 9.3, maybe it might be 11. So it balances out things, but people usually opt for that plan and try to, this thing try to use the washer and dryers and maybe the heaters on that period while they are sleeping, or when they have the electricity free. So uh, these are the basic things of how electricity works here. And Uh, okay, so yes, Vignesh, if someone arrives before and after the T-Mobile event, they can get a SIM card by walking in store directly, but they need to have they need to purchase it as a family. You can't have a single SIM card for you. You need to go and buy SIM cards for four people and maybe give out three SIM cards to others once they arrive. And there are some providers like Leica which has which can give you just a single SIM card, but the network really sucks. So you need to make sure if you are paying the same thing, you can opt for a better connectivity because once you have your Wi-Fi, it doesn't matter, but wherever you go outside in crowded places, the network might not catch. And can we take temporary accommodation for a couple of months and then sign a lease? Sanjana, where are you actually like opting for temporary accommodation? Like it's up to you. There are nothing no things which are dependent on you being on the lease. You can stay off lease for a certain period and then get on the lease. So it's completely up to you. Um, Paulisha, I guess you can talk with Amazon to deliver at a particular day. You can choose a day, and maybe I guess the Walmart also does that. Or you can have the estimation based on what they think they'll deliver it, but you can always mention them a particular day, and they'll just drop it at your apartment outside your house, and once you enter and you'll have your mattress and things. um, uh, what else is there? So Harshit, we do informal furniture giveaways like if we get some a donor which wants to give out some furniture, we put out in the group, and it's first come first. So basically, you we just forward you the contact and you can have that per furniture. We have not planned to have a lucky draw, something which how the Big Howdy has, but if we have enough things to give out, we'll also do that. And um, how is the weather in Dallas? So weather in Dallas is quite chilly at the moment. Yesterday it was fine, like it was in double digits as per the Celsius are concerned. So it went around till 15 degrees, but it's quite chilly, and you need to have a good coat while you land. So make sure if you are landing on days where the weather is really low, and
That's what
uh,
the same. The weather is just unpredictable in Dallas. You will land and you'll see sunshine, but the moment you step out of the airport, you'll be freezing. So yeah, like Shreyas said, it's just up to you on the day that you land. Just make sure you have a proper coat with you. At the moment, yeah, it's probably 8 or 9 degrees.
yeah.
I'm just not sure. And today, yeah, it is sunny, but yesterday it was all gloomy and stuff. It's just so unpredictable in Dallas, and you never know until what temperature it might go. It's just the winter is just starting. So yeah, we might expect the winter to go until late January or the half of February. Just have to wait and see.
I would also like to add on one thing is it's advisable to buy winter clothes here because you get good quality clothes. So you can bring some of the winter wears from India, but it's advisable to get all the things from the states.
Yeah, and someone asked about Amazon too. Yeah, like I said, there is scheduled delivery, but not for all the products that you buy online. It just depends on the product that you order. You can get it delivered on a particular day at your apartment, and there is a mail room for every apartment. And if your package doesn't fit in the mail room, they will leave it at your doorstep. So you don't have to worry about that. And 99% of the time, it will not be picked up. So you don't have to worry that 1% anything can happen. So it won't happen, but yeah, just if you are in that 1%, then you are at a loss. And if it does get picked up by someone else, so you don't have to worry. You can contact them. them again and say it was picked up by someone else, and they will be happy to provide refund. So you don't have to worry. Just the thing is, like someone said, yeah, it will have a brain of win. So you just have to get everything set up and don't need many furniture because it's been 1.5 years and I hardly have a chair and a table, and that's the stuff that I need. I don't you don't need so much of a furniture at your place unless you have friends staying over all the time or you have the family members that would be you don't need a lot. You just need a bed, you need a chair, you need a table in order to do your work, and you can get all that on Amazon. It's not cheap, it's not pretty cheap, but I'd say it's an average price, so you can't get it for any cheaper than that. And yeah, the first thing that you have to do is when you land in the US, you have to stop doing your conversions from dollars to rupees. You just have to stop doing that. If you still are in the mood to do those conversions, then you will not be able to spend for anything. So unless you get your first part-time job, everything will look very expensive. And when you get your part-time job, everything will start looking very cheap. We don't really know how the part-time jobs is going to work for the spring semester because we again are not going to go on campus for classes. So yeah, please do check it out on Handshake. And like we said last time, please don't create an Handshake account. It will be created for you on the first day of classes. So after the first day of classes, you can go to Handshake and you can start checking for part-time jobs where you have an option called on campus. So please don't create another account. It will mess things up. Wait for the first day of classes. It will be automatically created and you can log in with your net ID and your password. Please don't go ahead and create. And one more thing I wanted to say is after you come to your apartments, you can contact any ISA officer and they will be able to help you out with buying your grocery stuff and guiding you to how to go to Walmart. We have Walmart, we have Target, we have TomTom, we have Broms. There's anything else that we could be. And I want to say this, we have all these banks also very close by. We have BB&T, we have Chase, we have Bank of America, and it is open for walk-ins. So you just have to follow all this precautionary measures to walk in. So even if someone asks me, we don't have these providers set up on the day that we move in, yes, you can walk to their stores in order to get your SIM cards and your bank accounts that you need to have on the day that you enter US. So yeah, it is all available very close. So it says all of the costs, so you don't have to worry on how you're going to reach. Yeah, like Vishweshwar said in the chat, it's just within a mile or two. So you
Yeah.
can walk, feel like walking, or you can take the bus to get you off directly in front of these, all these providers. Else there's
I guess we have talked almost everything which we had on the agenda today, and we'll be keeping on updating you guys about how the things are here. And I guess today you guys got a decent idea about what to expect and how to react whenever you come here. And we are always there for you. We are extremely sad that we couldn't do the pickups and accommodation, which we really love to do every year. We love to meet new people, and I'm not sure when the university will back to its normal, but we really wish the best for everybody who are coming here, and it's gonna be a nice journey for everybody, for each and everybody, and you'll enjoy once you'll be here. So so if anything else is remaining, you can just join our WhatsApp groups or our Facebook group, and you can post your questions there. And yes, I guess I wish everybody all the best and a good travel to the United States. Um, so there's one more question: do we get to join any student organization at this point? So you can join ISA. You might have received a form from the intercultural programs to fill out for the membership of ISA. And apart from that, some the student organizations which are allowing memberships. If you are from JSOM, there are a bunch of student organizations who have their forms open to join them. And I guess you need to pay a certain amount of fee to join the other clubs, which like ISA is a non-profit organization, but there are other organizations who need require some fees. So you might not be required right now, but as and when you get here, you might need to pay that. And yes, as said by Vishweshwar, you can just go to the presence page and ask for the membership as well. So I guess thank you all. Thank you all for joining. We'll be sharing this recording with you guys, which you can spread across groups. And see you soon in Dallas. Bye bye.